What's happening, Hoodlum gang? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Hoodie from the Hood, aka your friend from that big old N. And today, I got a nice little something for y'all. But before we get started, I want y'all to do me a favor. I want you to hit that like. I want you to hit that subscribe to put yourself on to the Hoodlum gang. And if you want to take it a step further, go ahead and follow me on Instagram at Hoodie from the Hood. Now, well, before I get started, man, shout out to Dirty Weather 916. If y'all don't know who that is, I just said it, Dirty Weather 916. Go check out his channel. Me and him had a cool, dope conversation last night on his channel. So go on over there and check it out, and check out the rest of his content too. Like I said, Dirty Weather 916 is one of the pioneers of the prison genre as far as YouTube goes, along with Big Herc and 23 and 1, I believe. Dirty Weather was right there. But anyways, as you can see from the title, this wasn't really a question. This was more so something that I see in the comments and on other channels, especially people outside of California. People from California don't even talk about shit like this. This type of stuff don't even cross our minds, homie. But it seems that you always have people that are out of the loop acting like they know what goes on over here in California, whether it be on the streets, whether it be behind the wall. I seen OG ENT, shout out to OG ENT, shout out to Grape Street TV, and shout out to my big partner, Cartoon. I seen these 3 different channels, all from California, all Crips or ex-Crips, whatever the case, addressing this one dude. Not even gonna say his name because it ain't that type of party. I'm not going back and forth with no weirdos. I never even clicked on none of the dude's videos to hear what he talking about. That's how irrelevant he is. But I'm not necessarily even talking about him. I'm talking about the people with his mentality, his mindset. They watch these documentaries, Gangland or whatever else is on YouTube, and they think they know what's going on, and they be way off, homie. We be dumbfounded at how they even think that one particular group can run the streets of California or behind the wall. It's not possible. I don't care how deep somebody is or whatever the case is. So pretty much to answer your question, don't nobody run the streets of California. Don't nobody run the prison system out here. You have people who they do their thing, and you have other people that do their thing, whether it be black, brown, Asian, white, whatever. Everybody holds their own, homie. My thing is this: because when you say run, it insinuates that this group or hood, depending on which environment you're talking about, whether it's prison or the streets, you're insinuating that this gang or organization is bullying another gang or organization or group of people. And that just doesn't happen. Let's take behind the wall, for example. Everybody has their movements. Everybody has their tables, their benches, their TVs, their pull-up bars, their dip bars, whatever the case is. And if one particular group was to dominate, the other groups probably wouldn't have the same type of things. let's say for instance, the blacks are not the dominant group on the yard, we probably wouldn't have a basketball court, a handball court, tables to sit at, pull-up bars, dip bars, none of that. We probably wouldn't have a side of the day room. Probably would be staying in the cell, wouldn't even be coming out. Or if we did, be sitting on the ground, on the wall. It just don't happen, homie. If motherfuckers was getting dominated or bullied or ran, then we would be up under the structure of whoever is more dominant or bullying us. We will be coming out of our pockets to contribute towards another person's movement. That's bullying. That's running something. Like I said, everybody run their own program, homie. The whites, they run theirs. The Asians, the others in general, not just Asians, but the others are never necessarily a huge car, but ain't nobody punking them because people ain't going for that type of stuff. It's gonna have to be all out war. You could look at the streets. Let's take the streets for example. There's no secret that since the 90s and especially the 2000s and the 2010s, the more we get further along, you have had a lot of blacks fleeing California, especially like the inner cities. You know, people might leave and go to other little middle class or upper middle class, whatever the case, if they can afford that. If not, a lot of people moving to Arizona, Vegas, Texas, somewhere down south, Georgia, whatever the case. But the black population has been on the decline in pretty much every city across California. Like I said, whether it's for rent or people just trying to escape the violence. But for the most part, all the hoods, all the black hoods, are still here, even with us not being the majority. If another race or group of people was running something, I'm quite sure our hoods would have been taken. And I'm not talking to the squares that's gonna get in here and say, oh, he's talking about their hood, they don't own nothing, all that weird shit. I don't even know why you dudes even watch channels like this just to come in the comments running your mouth. I mean, I literally had a few trolls on my video yesterday about Swamp Stories. One, his name was Ron McDonald. His profile picture was Ronald McDonald. Like, bro, ain't nobody taking no advice from no weirdos like this. That probably was Swamp Stories as far as I'm concerned. You had another dude, I forgot his name, but his picture was a baby lamb, like a lamb chopper. Mary had a little lamb, like, and you sitting here talking tough. Like, I ain't talking to people like that. People just think that they need to give an opinion just because they have an opinion. Like, bro, you have to be a credible person for someone to even take your comment serious. And if we don't know who you are, I just troll you back some of the time. Some of the times I ignore what y'all talking about. But anyways, back to what I was saying. Even with us, not a lot of us don't even live in our hoods no more. It's a few people that still live there. You know what I mean? People gonna congregate at wherever they want within that hood. If you got a park, 9 times out of 10, it's gonna be a park. If you got several parks, it's gonna be the parks. It might be certain apartments. Maybe one homie live in those apartments and everybody congregate outside or in the alley or whatever the case. But I'm saying all that to say we still have a very huge presence in these communities. So for someone to say that another race or another organization runs California, no, they run their hood, they run their people, they run people who choose to follow that agenda. But don't no one race or one gang just run everything. I don't care how deep they are. It's just not possible, homie. But yet, over and over again, I can tell when it's people from out of state, homie. Like, people from California, even if they don't bang, don't even say the weird, goofy shit that these people be saying, bro. And I'm not talking about like solid dudes from out of state, homie, because 9 times out of 10, they not even worried about what's going on in California, just like we not worried about what's going on out there where they at. It seems like people love to stick their nose in California's business. We don't care what goes on outside of California. We don't care what goes on outside of our cities. You know, I don't think Oakland cares what goes on in Frisco. Frisco don't care what goes on in Richmond. Richmond don't care about Vallejo, Sac, Stockton, whatever, San Jose, all the way. You get what I'm saying? No one cares, homie, unless you have some connection to that city. I'm going to pay attention to what goes on in LA because I have a hood in LA. I go to LA. And not just that, I have other people I mess with. But even still, I don't pay attention to it more than I pay attention to my city. And it seems like these dudes from other states and stuff pay attention to what goes on over here more than what's going on over there. Because you don't never hear them talking about what's going on in their state, in their city, in their prison system. Not everybody. Of course, you got people who stick to their stuff. But when you got somebody who's always making videos about people over here, it's like, man, what's going on over there? Because we don't give a damn what's going on over there. You know, a lot of these dudes just got some type of hate for California, but also admiration. Also, they want to be like this. But they don't want to say that, so they got to hate on it and try to knock California's gangster. Let me tell you something. There is no possible way, I don't care who it is, Charlene White, Dewberry, whoever, you can't knock California's gangster, homie. The proof is in the pudding. You could sit up there and say, hey, they, you know, like Charlene like to say, they kill black people, all this stuff. Man, that goes on everywhere, man. You don't think Africans is killing Africans over in Africa? You don't think Haitians is killing Haitians, Jamaicans killing Jamaica? That goes on everywhere, homie. But it fits his agenda to point the finger specifically at certain states, certain cities, and certain organizations when that's what goes on everywhere. But like I said, you damn sure you can't knock us, homie. And ain't nobody, I don't see nobody being more dominant. You might be just as gangster. There's gangsters everywhere. But as far as trying to make it seem like California watered down, or at least the blacks is watered down because another race or another gang is, man, ain't nobody doing nothing to us, homie. Straight up, we do more damage to each other, man. That's just real facts. Like I said, ain't nobody. I heard OGENT or gangster say that the one dude said that white boys be calling us N-words, and bro, we don't even run into white boys. Their community be so far away from where we be at, and when we do, come on, bro. Like, I don't know where you heard that. I don't know what dream you had and thought it happened in reality and press record on your phone and thought it was real. That shit don't happen, homie. Y'all probably get called N-words more down south. No, ain't no probably. Y'all definitely get called that more than us. Not everybody. I know everybody ain't going for that, but I'm just saying, bro, like, people just be saying outlandish stuff. They need to stay off the internet watching these documentaries and these little series thinking that they know what's going on. And probably 90% of y'all never even stepped foot in California. And if y'all did, y'all never even went to a part of town where it was cracking. You probably came out here as a tourist, homie. So that's just my thoughts on that, homie, on who runs California. Nobody runs California. Everybody runs their own program in California, homie. I tell you who do run something. Y'all motherfuckers running y'all mouth about who runs California. But that's my take on this, homie. I'm Hoodie from the Hood, aka your friend from that big old end. Like I said, go check me out on Dirty Weather's channel, Dirty Weather 916. We had a cool little hour interview last night, so if you ain't busy, go check that out. And even if you are busy, go check that out. That's it. That's all, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Yo, boy Hoodie, I'm out.